Good afternoon. We are stopping by our local grocery store, Deerberg's, to pick up a couple things. My niece is visiting, and apparently she can't live without Nutella, so we're going to run in and pick up some Nutella. I'm showing this outdoor washing station that's new, that's not normally there. As you can see, the meat section is pretty well stocked, and now we're heading to the Nutella section. There is a couple empty peanut butter spots, but for the most part, it's pretty well stocked. Haley is grabbing her Nutella. She's telling me how wonderful it is. I've tasted it before. I'm just not a huge Nutella fan. And now we're walking through the store. It's in the afternoon. There's not too many people here. And there's a couple pasta sauce spots that were empty. I was surprised by that. Everything's been, being stocked back up, except of course there was no toilet paper or paper towels. But everything else I thought was being restocked, but yeah, there was still a couple empty spots. At this point, I can't remember what I was looking for something. I think I was trying to find my husband. He wanted some sausage links. I needed some pepperoncinis, just a couple things that you just realize you can't live without when you cook every night. So, syrups, there's a lot of empty spots in the syrups. Pancake mix is looking a little low. Cake mixes is looking a little low. Again, the flour, they're kind of like spreading it out so you don't realize there's not that much there. Flour and sugar are running low. Spices are well stocked. That bottom row is dried milk, so you can see that's all gone. And I found this empty. I was like, why is the shelf completely empty? This is the yeast aisle. This usually has packets of yeast. So all the yeast is gone. I don't make my own bread, so I wasn't really worried about that. There is our cart. I always get bananas. That's pretty much the only fruit I really like, bananas. There's her Nutella. There's my pepperoncinis. And then, of course, we also have to getting bread, because I guess Haley likes to put the Nutella on toast. And I am always distracted by the butter. So yes, it's Easter coming up in a couple weeks, and so they had plenty of eggs, and then they had this whole section of colored eggs, and of course the bunny rabbit shaped like butter sculptures. I don't know if your local grocery store does it, but mine does. They have turkeys at Thanksgiving. Need to get my rabbit for Easter dinner. They do sell out, so that's the only reason I'm grabbing it now. Robert got some Lucky Charms, some milk, plenty of milk. I'm grabbing some cottage cheese. I'm going to try my hand at making pierogies, and so I need some cottage cheese for making pierogies. It's a recipe, Robert's mom used to make them, so I'm going to try her recipe. I love eating frozen pierogies by Mrs. Fields, but I've never actually made them, so that will be interesting. I'll probably do a video on it if anyone is interested. The little Hostess end cap is looking a little low. The bread, there's a lot of empty spots, which surprises Robert, because usually they restock on a Monday morning. With this being Tuesday, he was surprised that the bread was not completely full. So I'm grabbing my favorite butter bread. That's what we prefer when they actually have it. And then Robert wants some orange juice. They still have the bread limit sign up. This is like a little pizza making station that was looking a little low. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Okay, here you go. To the left, that whole bottom row, that's like all the bulk cheeses, so that's all gone. I was surprised. I've seen a couple other videos where people were complaining there was no cheese. This is the first time I've seen at this grocery store where it's getting low on cheese. So yeah, that was a little interesting. And then Haley wanted to get some mochi ice cream. So I said, sure, if that's what you want. I don't think I've ever had mochi ice cream, so I'm sure she'll be having me try it later. And so she grabbed a box of the chocolate mochi. And Haley's been here a couple days. It's been interesting. She's actually been doing her schoolwork. She's working on book reports and stuff. So I'm glad that I was able to talk her mom into letting her spend a couple days. And, you know, even though she doesn't technically have to do anything, she's been keeping up on her schoolwork, so trying to keep a routine. And still my iPad. It's like she has everything except an iPad, so of course she wants my iPad. And then I actually use my iPad a lot during the day, so it's kind of hard sharing it with her. She doesn't get it when she leaves. It's my iPad. And then she's complaining. She don't like it when I record her. I can't resist. She's very funny. There was a couple people. And this one person, that lady right there to the right, was wearing gloves. That's the first time I've seen someone, a casual person, wearing gloves. Of course, everyone at the post office has started wearing gloves. Our post office people started hanging clear vinyl shower curtains in front of, in the lobby, so you can't breathe on them. I thought that was interesting, but I don't blame them, because the post office is still very busy. It's just as busy as normal. People are still going in to mail their one letter. So anyway, we're doing the self-checkout. That's what I prefer. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.